Okay, so that's the way I came from, so I gotta go up these stairs, I guess. Make sure I'm not missing nothing. I've heard this game's a lot more linear than the last couple games. Which I'm not sure I have too much of a problem with, to be absolutely frank. Much as I like the openness of Soul Reaver and Blood Omen. They could be a little too open for their own good sometimes. It'd be really easy to kind of get, not necessarily lost, but to kind of just like overwhelmed.
These vampires had nothing in common with the deranged jackals I left behind in Kain's derelict.
These guys look like actual vampires.
They seem to retain much of their former humanity. In this era, vampires were clearly not the uncontested predators we had been. These creatures were hunted mercilessly and oppressed. And while I still believe that vampires
they still eat humans,
and had to be
you know.
out, there was nothing noble or righteous in this crusade.
I mean, we hunt down stuff that
This
kills
was
us,
simply ruthless persecution.
or kills our food. There's a reason if you're in like, I think it's like the Midwest, you're allowed to hunt coyotes. It's just this whole like oppression of vampires thing. It's like, you're not a minority. You're not unfairly judged. Your sole way of surviving is by murdering human beings. Of course, the human beings are then going to try to murder you back and stop you from then murdering fellow human beings. It's kind of what we do as a species. All right. Yep. Oh, hey, look, a city. There's gonna be cool stuff here. People that aren't gonna be like, man, he's our savior. They're gonna be like, man, that guy's a dick. He keeps murdering us and drinking our souls. I'm gonna be trying to be good, but I don't even know if you can be good. I certainly wasn't able to not kill those humans. I've got a hold action. Seems unnecessary. You think I could just press it? I like watching him struggle to open that door.
The pillars of Nosgoth.
Oh wow,
Pristine,
they were close.
Whole and uncorrupted.
Nice to see them in 3D like this.
I had never beheld them in this undefiled state. Yet something profound and indelible resonated within me at the sight. And there, waiting at the very heart of the pillars, was the canker that was destined to destroy them.
Hey, it's Kain. Hey, buddy. Let's have a chitty chat.
I know you're there, Raziel.
He looks a lot. He doesn't look as
Mobius
good
led me to you, Kain.
in PS2 graphics.
Guessed you
He's
did.
looking kind of weird.
And if Mobius told you I was hidden on the underside of hell, would you throw yourself into oblivion to pursue me?
Probably.
Mobius trawls for the ignorant and unwary, hauling his gasping prey from the streams of their destinies. Stay out of his net, Raziel.
Spare me your elaborate metaphors, Kain. I have
He's
pursued
right,
you
though.
here for one purpose. You will pay for your betrayal, and balance will thus be restored to Nosgoth.
And whose will is satisfied then? The will of Raziel or Mobius?
Really, I
I've
don't know
been
anymore.
Manipulated by you, Kain. Now, turn and face me.
How about you?
The chase is over.
This isn't a chase, Raziel. We are merely passengers on the wheel of destiny.
Like you mean the
describing a
wheel of
perfect
fate
circle
or
to this
life or whatever.
We've been brought here for a reason. I've seen the beginning and the end of our story, however, and the tale is crude and ill-conceived. We must rewrite the ending of it.
Wait.
You.
So the next 3 games are all about
Face
I
me,
didn't
Kain.
like the writing.
Even you shouldn't die a coward's death.
Isn't it customary to grant the condemned a final request?
I recall no such courtesy from you.
Indulge me, Raziel. All I ask is that you listen.
All right. We don't have a choice.
Is the sublime moment of our undoing, Raziel. The ineffable fulcrum upon which swings the entirety of our history. This is where all of Nosgoth is betrayed.
Yes.
In this instant,
These dumb fucking
Ariel,
pillars.
the
Wow, they're
balanced
also
guardian,
going nuts.
is murdered by dark forces bent on overthrowing the pillars. Her spirit is just now tearing free, lost in the ether, trying to find its way here. You have already seen how she comes to haunt these pillars.
Yes, we have. She doesn't like it. She's not a fan of being these pillars.
Die. You are the reason this land becomes diseased. As long as you remain alive, you condemn Nosgoth to an eternity of decay.
Be still, Raziel. See this. As Ariel dies, I am being born to take her place as Balance Guardian.
Yes.
Such is my destiny.
My God.
Wow. That was quick.
At the moment of my first cry, Ariel's beloved, the Guardian Nupraptor, finds her corpse. Racked with grief and tormented by suspicions of treachery, Nupraptor plunges into a madness which overflows and infects all of the Guardians who are symbiotically bound.
So it just happened at once?
The repercussions of Ariel's assassination were expertly calculated. The entire circle descends into madness, and I am tainted at the moment of my birth, instantly rendered incapable of fulfilling the role destiny has prepared for me.
Shall I show you the same mercy you showed the rest of the circle, then? You blithely murdered them to restore their pillars, yet your hand faltered when it came to the final sacrifice.
That's the
what
point.
makes you exempt, Kain? You're merely the last man standing. Why condemn me for simply carrying out what you hadn't the courage to do yourself?
Let's drop the moral posturing, shall we?
Good.
We both know
It's not
there's
helping.
no altruism in this pursuit. Your reckless indignation led you here. I counted on it. There's no shame.
I like this. This is like old-fashioned Game of Thrones, in that it's just another version of everyone's the asshole.
Hate me, but do it honestly. 30 years hence, I am presented with a dilemma. Let's call it a two-sided coin.
Okay.
If the coin falls one way, I sacrifice myself and thus restore the pillar.
I like how they're working in the fact that Blood Omen 2 had multiple endings into the actual
This
canon.
would mean the annihilation
kinda awesome.
of our species. Mobius made sure of that. If the coin lands on the reverse, I refuse the sacrifice and thus doom the pillars to an eternity of collapse. Either way,
The mixing on this sounds weird. His echoing is weird. Sounds like Kain recorded his parts in a fucking garbage bag.
Raziel. And that's why we've come full
There's too much
circle.
echo on his voice.
So after all this, you make my case for me. To end this stalemate, you must die so that new Guardians can be born.
Pillars don't belong to them, Raziel. They belong to us.
Your arrogance is boundless, Kain.
There's a third option. A monumental secret hidden in your very presence here. But it's a secret you have to discover for yourself.
Is it going back and stopping the guy who kills Ariel? Because we could just do that.
Laid out for
Couldn't we?
You said it yourself.
We've got time machines.
There are only two sides to your coin.
He could stand on edge.
But suppose you throw a coin enough times. Suppose one day it lands on its edge.
Oh. And then I disappeared again, because fuck you. When did I get that power? I'm not telling. Seriously, when the fuck is Kain to know to teleport? It's weirded me out. Yeah, so...
I didn't know what
I don't know.
impulse stayed my
Why can't we
hand.
just go kill
Why I
Ariel?
had
Or,
so
you know, kill the guy who
willingly
kills
allowed
Ariel?
Kain to escape me when I had pursued him for so long.
Because wouldn't that fix everything?
I had no reason to trust Kain after he had valued
Or
me
kill
so little.
Napraptor before he finds
yet,
Ariel. Then he doesn't go mad and murders and it makes everybody else go
I had
crazy.
been too cruelly used.
Then
to
it's
so
just whoever would be
gallantly play
Napraptor's
his
guy
pawn.
would be born.
But if this world truly had secrets to divulge, I was determined to expose them.
I'm still coming to the secret of I can already think of two possible solutions for this problem. Why weren't either of those mentioned? Either we kill the guy who kills Ariel, or if we can't do that, Why can't we just kill Napraptor early? Instead of having Kain kill him when he's already crazy and all these pillars are fucked up, we go back in time to the point just before he found Ariel, kill him before he finds Ariel, and then everybody's sane and fine, and then whoever would be Napraptor's replacement just shows up, and then we're good. Ugh. Plot holes. I like the whole coin imagery, but still, there's an issue there. I'm surprised we haven't seen any, like, spiritual monsters yet. No Swa. I hear Swa. Ah, Swa! I miss you monkey guys. I like those guys. I missed those monkey Swa guys. They're some of my favorite enemies to kill. I feel like they've got some new moves. They're a little stronger than they once were. But again, that's not saying much. They're still kind of dying real easy. Alright, back to the physical world.
From the moment of my arrival, I had the constant and palpable sensation of being watched.
By all these fucking birds that are everywhere?
I was keenly interested in my presence here.
Well, you know, you are kind of an unknown element, a big, crazy, fucking soul guy. I would be interested in that if I was one of the people who runs the world. I'd be like, man, there's an extra-dimensional, what is essentially a demon wandering around. I should probably keep tabs on that situation. Also, hey, look, another thing that looks like me.
Had been sealed for centuries. I began to realize it was no mere coincidence that I found myself standing here, beneath this winged figure with blue skin and cloven hands so like my own, and bearing this unique key.
Oh, that's a weird sound. Is that the sound of demons around me? No, I guess it's just my Reaver coming out at me like, hey, you should open this.
Sense of gravity and trepidation that I unsealed that ancient door and crossed the threshold.
Alrighty then. Put that away. Just because we know it's dangerous. Don't want to keep it out too much. Though there's a thing over there. Looks like a... yeah. There are some sorts of enemies here. I don't like these things. Weird, frickin' shadow monsters. I bet they're bad. I bet they are bad news. I should probably kill this guy before I attempt to drink. Alright, cool. They didn't really give me much soul energy. Maybe they gave me the sword. I don't know. Whoa. I'm gonna bet these things can only be killed by the Reaver. I'm gonna make that educated guess. And then put this Reaver away, drink it. No? Oh, they don't seem to give, like, proper souls. Oh. Just like this game doesn't seem to have proper controls. Hey, that rhymed. Just turn that off when I'm not using it, just to save myself a little bit of stress. Oh, there's a lot of these dudes around. Put that away. I don't have the health to keep using it. Another guy over here. Oh, need to put it away. Need to put it away. Yep, there you go. Relax. All right, there better not be any enemies for a while. Things are getting tense. My blade has gotten aroused, as Raziel put it earlier. Hey, save point. Just what I was looking for. At first, a big ol' fucking cutscene. That water looks okay. It looks better than the other water.
Chamber, I sensed that it had been sealed for hundreds,
still looks kind of creepy,
perhaps thousands of years. And while this room was clearly built when the pillars were erected, I knew that no human hand could have shaped this place. and that perhaps it had never been seen by human eyes.
Oh, most likely
The
not.
surrounding murals depicted a winged race, their features so like my own, but beautiful, where mine were grotesque, and angelic, while mine were demonic.
You're
I tried
fine.
to decipher these
Don't
images.
worry about it.
A great war, but with combatants like none I had ever seen. The pillars, raised by this winged race, who thus defeated their adversaries.
Trying to figure out what their adversaries are.
The winged beings again, writhing in agony, apparently afflicted with the same bloodthirst I had so recently suffered.
So basically,
And
these
throughout
things
the
turn into
chamber,
vampires.
Inscribed everywhere, images of the Reaver itself. Was this what Kain had urged me to discover? I wondered.
So what? The blade's like
Raziel.
crazy ancient stuff or something? Oh hey, Elder God? Oh hey, Elder God! How's it going, man?
Do not be deceived.
My ancient benefactor.
Been a while.
I dared to hope we had parted ways forever. The silence was refreshing. It lasted. No doubt you have a conveniently inexpressible reason for your presence here.
Do not be insolent, Raziel.
Oh, I like being
am
insolent.
eternally present here and everywhere, now and always. I am the still center of the turning wheel, the hub of this world's destiny.
Yes, yes, more allegories.
Perhaps not
Let's
so
talk in words for
omnipotent as
once.
you'd have me believe. Your hold on me appears to be tenuous. I no longer seem to need you. Yet I'm guessing you still need me.
trying to remember why Raziel needed him in the first place.
You, Raziel. Do not forget that you have a task to fulfill here. You are indebted to me.
Indebted. You would have me show gratitude for a gift I didn't ask to be bestowed. Do you forget that you forced me to inhabit this vile carcass?
I restored
That is a
you to
fact.
yourself, Raziel. It was Kain who destroyed you. The very enemy you've just let slip through your grasp. Do not fail me.
I do like
my
that the
servant.
pillars of Nosgoth are like grabbed by that
serve
thing.
no one.
I think that's
Not
pretty
you,
cool.
Not Kain, and not your lackey Mobius.
Mobius is my good servant. I have many.
He's my good son. I don't like
Did I
you.
tell Mobius
You're the
that
bad
he's
son.
worshipping
You're not
a
getting a
giant
college
squid?
fund.
Do you think his faith will falter?
You have grown willful, Raziel.
Yes, I have.
But beware. To embrace a serpent is to invite poison into your heart. Kain
You know, some people do that for fun. There's people who drink like rattlesnake venom. This is like on dares and shit.
On your free will.
Maybe he's into that.
Let that degenerate deter your resolve.
I harbor no illusions about his integrity.
Nah, he's a
nor
dick.
anyone else's.
Everyone in this world is an
I don't
asshole.
accept my
We've covered
manipulation
that.
on all sides. Merely seek the truth.
Uh-huh.
These are the fathomless truths, Raziel. The agony of birth and death and rebirth. This is the wheel of fate. The purifying cycle which sustains all
I
life.
guess that does kind of fit with the whole, like,
Vampires are
Pillars
an
of
abomination,
Nosgoth,
a plague
successor,
which leeches this land
guardian
of its
thing.
Spiritual strength. They obstruct the flow of life and death. Their souls stagnate in their wretched corpses. But the wheel must turn. Death is inexorable and cannot be denied. Your destiny is irresistible, Raziel.
Eh.
You are my
We've kind of already proven that's
that's
debatable.
Of their apostate souls. Remain steadfast. End the vampire's parasitic curse and restore Nosgoth. Kain's blood belongs on your hands.
All right.
Kain indeed deserves to die for condemning me to this repugnant form. But if and when I kill him, it will be for me alone to decide.
I do like that Raziel's all about just being like, man, fuck everybody. I'm in
He
charge.
tore the soul from your noble corpse, and after you had served him faithfully for 1,000 years, he discarded you in the abyss on a jealous whim.
Yes, he did. He is an asshole. We have
Remember
covered
your
this.
Rage, Raziel. Let it guide your hand.
Alright. Let's go save. Now, what's the way out of here? Just want to see here real quick. I guess the way out is just the way we came. That's alright. But we're gonna save. We're calling for today. We'll be back tomorrow with more of this. More Raziel adventures. Till then, though, as always, I have been your host, HalfBeard, and, you know, endings and such. See you guys later.